1, 2.
I went down in the valley one day. I heard the angels singing. I heard a voice and saw no one. I heard the angels singing. What do you think those angels said to me? I heard the angels singing. Your sins are forgiven, your soul is free. I heard the angels singing.
Hello once again, I'm Adrian, this is Robert. Welcome to another fingerstyle guitar and vocal lesson. And today we've got a really special song. It's something a little bit different. It's a kind of gospel-y blues tune which I wasn't aware of until you introduced me to it, Robert, but it really is a fantastic tune.
So what you've got to imagine, people, is you're down in the deep south of America, Louisiana, somewhere around there. And in the 1920s, and you've got Reverend Gary Davis, and he's peddling. He goes around the country peddling his guitar, and he sings gospel in a blues way. And this comes out of the deep south, so get your sort of deep voice on and just let go into that. And we're indebted also to Eric Bibb, who did a wonderful version. So I'd encourage you to check that out as well. It's a very, very simple chord progression, one of the most incredibly powerful songs. And
this one is just 3 chords in this one, so the guitar part is fairly simple, but the vocals are what this one is all about, I think.
So I'll be giving you some vocal tuition later, folks.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so enjoy.
Right, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guitar part of this song is fairly straightforward. We've just got 3 chords involved: a C, an E minor and a B7. I just want to point out before we get started that I'm using a capo to play this one. I've got a capo at the 1st fret, which I believe is the way that Eric Bibb plays it when he performs live. On his studio recording, I think he's got a capo a bit higher up the neck at the 4th fret, so it's up to you where you want to put the capo. The reason for using a capo, I think, is just to put the song into a key that suits your voice, so depending on how low or high your voice is, you can change where you put the capo to wherever you feel comfortable. Now I'm going to just take you through the basic chords and strumming for this song, and then once you've got the basics, then there are a few extra little sort of flourishes and bits that you can add in. But essentially what's going on is we're going from C to E minor 3 times, and then B7 to E minor, with 2 beats on each of those chords. So you got C, 2 to E minor, 3, 4, C, E minor, C, E minor, B7, E minor. So that's the basic harmony we've got there. I think Eric Bibb is actually using an alternate version of the C chord. He's got his little finger down at the 3rd fret on the top string, which just gives a slightly different sound. The right hand pattern that I think works well with this song is to alternate between using the thumb on the bass notes and then playing the treble notes in the chord with your fingers. So I'm just using my index finger there just to brush the top 3, maybe 4 strings on the guitar. So I've got this kind of sound: 1, 2, 3, 4, bass, and then the treble notes in the chord. take that technique round the chords in the song. We're going to start with C, then to E minor, and on E minor I'm going to play the low E root, and then the treble notes, back to C, E minor, C, E minor, B7, back to E minor. One more time, a bit faster. So that's the basic idea. Once you've got the hang of that, you can try adding in a little bit of rhythmic variation. I think on the very first C chord I'm actually playing the thumb and the fingers together. And then I've got a little upward brush on the offbeat to smooth the change to the E minor chord. So it sounds like this. Then there's a little single note line which you can throw in to get you to the B7 chord, which goes like this. So what's going on there? I'm playing that single note line with my thumb. I'm playing the open 6th string, then I've got the open 5th string, and then the 1st fret on the 5th string, and the 2nd fret on the 5th string. Then we're into the B7 chord and back to the E minor chord. So that's the whole progression, much as Eric Bibb plays it. Let me just put that all together for you very slowly. 2, 3, 4. Time. And that's the basic guitar part. It's just the same progression which goes round and round for the entire song.
Hi everyone, just a few notes on the vocal requirements for this song. And you can see that today I've got my painting overalls on. I'm going painting, and this song is about how you colour. Again, obviously when you're first approaching and learning the song, you're going to learn the lyrics square. So if I take this lyric sheet and I give an example. I went down to the valley one day. I heard the angels singing. So you can hear that I am pronouncing all the words on the beat in time to the music. Now, if you do that with this song, I am going to send you to the back of the class, and you're going to sit in a corner, and you're going to transfer something which was a really beautiful gospel song that comes from the heart into a classic churchy sort of organ song, which I don't know where it comes from, but I very often snore when I'm listening to that type of music. So what you've got to do is to change the way that you sing this into a conversation. Now, I can give you a few little tips about doing that, but actually everyone speaks in a slightly different way. But you can hear the way I'm speaking. I'm emphasizing some words, and I'm also slowing down and speeding up. So the trick about your vocal performance is that the actual music, the beat, is going to stay the same, and you've got to have that inside your body. So you could see when I was doing the song, I was feeling the pulse within my body, and within that I was speeding up and slowing down. and that's something that you're going to have to practice. So I wish you luck with that, but just remember that you can change the emphasis. The good thing is to actually visualize, and this is a story song. So if I just read you, I went down in the valley one day. So you've got to imagine yourself in your mind going down to a valley. And I heard the angels singing. Well, isn't that a remarkable thing? And then the next thing is, the next part of the story is, I heard a voice and saw no one, and I heard the angels singing. So you've got to also think about the intensity of the way that you sing. In other words, when you introduce a song, if you start smacking it out at the top of your intensity level, there's nowhere to go. And if you listen to X Factor, and if you look at the judges' faces, you can see how often that mistake is made. So you can really whisper this one out, you know, I went down to the valley one day. Yeah, I heard the angels singing. So you can put spaces in there as well. Silence is really important. And then you heard a voice and you saw no one. So this is gospel, guys, and you might refer back to my earlier video where we talked about sobbing the song out. And what is a really good thing to do is to practice sobbing the lyrics of this song out, and then you will find automatically when you begin to sing it that you'll be programming yourself emotionally. I can't tell you how to do that, you've just got to practice it and make sort of lots of funny mistakes, don't worry about it, and eventually it will come right. And so best of luck with this most glorious song, and may the Spirit move you guys.
So we reach the end of another lesson. I hope you enjoy learning this one.
Well, I hope when you finish this song, people stand up and applause, and they just go, "My God, I've just heard an angel singing." So we'll see you again soon.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Cheers. Enjoy.